Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Biofactory for NEET Molecular Basis of Inheritance with Part 13. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, like, follow and share my videos to your students and friends to get more information on NEET, KSET and other competitive exams. In this video, I am going to explain the principles and process of DNA fingerprinting because DNA fingerprinting is a main technique. It helps to differentiate one person from other person. DNA fingerprinting is also called DNA typing or DNA profiling. In this DNA fingerprinting technique, the comparison between the total DNA of a person with another person, it is highly impossible. So that some key features are needed. In this DNA fingerprinting technique, first we have to select some areas which are more unique to every person. In DNA fingerprinting technique, the nucleotide sequence of certain areas of DNA are selected because these areas are more unique to every person or every individual. The methodology for DNA fingerprinting is developed by Alec Jeffrey in 1984, so that he was considered as father of DNA fingerprinting. In India, V.K. Kashyap and Lalji Singh started the DNA fingerprinting technology at Center for Cell and Molecular Biology. Lalji Singh, he was considered as father of DNA fingerprinting in India only. From Human Genome Project, we got some important information, that is, in the structure of human genome, totally 3 into 10 to the power of 9 base pairs are present. In this base pairs, nearly 99.9% of nucleotide bases are exactly similar in human population. That means just 0.1% of variations are expressed in human population. These variations helps to differentiate one person from other person within the population, and also these variations are main basis for DNA fingerprinting along with chromosomal mapping. In human DNA, most of the portions are exactly same, but 0.1% of DNA only it shows variations. So that we have to concentrate on this 0.1% of DNA present in human genome. These 0.1% of variations are helps to differentiate one person from other person within population, even in case of twins, except monozygotic twins. In DNA fingerprinting technique, some of the specific reasons which are present in the structure of DNA, its a sequence is helpful. Now, such a sequence is called repetitive DNA. By identifying and by comparing this repetitive DNA with other person in DNA fingerprinting, it helpful for various purpose. Let us know how these repetitive DNA are formed in the structure of human genome. In the structure of a chromosome, DNA is present. Especially some of the portions in DNA, they can code some proteins. Now it is referred as DNA coding portions. In similar way, some portions it never codes any proteins. Now these are called non-coding portions. These non-coding portions are main basis for DNA fingerprinting. In the structure of a chromosome, the non-coding sequences and coding sequences are present. Especially in non-coding sequence, a small portion of DNA having nitrogen bases in a particular sequence. The same sequence it can repeat many times in the structure of a chromosome. Now such type of sequences are called repetitive DNA. This repetitive DNA and its number it is more unique to every chromosome, and it never match with another chromosomes of same person and also another chromosomes of different persons. So that the repetitive DNA is the main basis for DNA fingerprinting. In this way, many sequences are repeated many times in the structure of a chromosome. For DNA fingerprinting, first we have to separate this repetitive DNA from other DNA. For the separation of repetitive DNA from other DNA molecule, one of the technique is called density gradient centrifugation is most useful. With the help of density gradient centrifugation technique, the total repetitive DNA it is separated. Now it forms a minor peak is called satellite DNA. The remaining coding portions it form a major peak, it is called bulk DNA. Now for DNA fingerprinting we have to concentrate on satellite DNA only because it never codes any proteins and it shows variations in their number, composition and remaining aspects. The satellite DNA can be separated into two groups based on the nitrogen bases present in its structure, the length of the DNA fragments, and the number of repeated sequences. The satellite DNA can be classified into two groups. One is called microsatellite and mini satellite. This satellite DNA is the most useful tool for DNA fingerprinting because the satellite DNA it shows DNA polymorphism. That means in the structure of satellite DNA fragments, a small sequence can appear with more than one form. It is called DNA polymorphism. This DNA polymorphism in satellite DNA is possible due to mutations. The mutations are nothing but slow changes in the structure and sequence of genes and nitrogen bases. During mutations in the sequence of nitrogen bases, the slight changes takes place. Due to these slight changes, different sequences are formed in satellite DNA, and these sequences are repeated many times in the structure of a chromosome. Now it is called variable number tandem repeats. These are also called VNTRs. Such type of mutations which are observed in non-coding sequences, it never affect the phenotype of an individual. But these mutations in non-coding sequence it helpful for evolution and also for DNA fingerprinting. Let us know how mutations are observed in a cell. Mutations are generally observed in both somatic cells and reproductive cells or germ cells. The germ cells can produce gametes. If any mutations in germ cells, it can easily transmit the mutations or changed characters to next generation immediately. During mutations, if an allele having a particular sequence, the sequence can be changed with mutation. At these changes, one single nitrogen base or more than one nitrogen base can be affected and it will be changed. These changes in the structure of an allele in locus with the frequency of 0.1% in population, now it expresses DNA polymorphism. This DNA polymorphism can easily transmit from one generation to another generation within a population. Now such type of phenomenon is called inheritable mutations. Such type of variations which are created in the structure of non-coding sequence with high rate, it never affect immediately their phenotype and reproductive ability. These mutations generally can transmit from one generation to another generation and create variabilities and polymorphism in population. The DNA polymorphism, it may be ranges from single nucleotide change to large scale changes. These type of changes in a population, it leads to evolution process and development of new species called speciation. Let us discuss some important techniques used in DNA fingerprinting before going the steps of DNA fingerprinting. One of the technique from biotechnology is called gel electrophoresis. Gel electrophoresis is a technique. It helps to separate the DNA fragments according to their size, and in this gel electrophoresis, depending upon the size and their length, the DNA fragments are settled at different locations of gel. At this time, the DNA fragments are taken in wells. Now, according to their size, the DNA fragments can move through the gel piece and it can settle at a different location. Now, the location it indicates the DNA fragments with similar size. Another technique it is called PCR technique, that is polymerase chain reaction. In polymerase chain reaction, the DNA molecule can be multiplied into more number of copies because in DNA fingerprinting, if sample is with limited, if limited sample is available, that is not possible to repeat the DNA fingerprinting many times. So that in PCR technique, if the sample DNA is with a limited amount, that can be multiplied gradually with the help of PCR technique. Now, due to this, the sensitivity of DNA fingerprinting can be enhanced. That is called PCR technique. One more technique, it is Southern blotting technique. After completion of gel electrophoresis, the DNA fragments are settled on gel piece according to their size with different thickness bands. At that time, the DNA fragments can be transferred on nitrocellulose paper, simply it is called nylon membrane. For the transfer of this DNA fragment on nylon membrane, by keeping the paper towels on this gel piece for few hours, now the DNA fragments can be transferred to nylon membrane. Now it helpful to identify their sequence. It is in Southern blotting technique. The main theme of this technique is it helps to transfer the DNA fragments from gel piece to nylon membrane. One more technique, it is autoradiography technique. Autoradiography technique, it is useful to identify the radio-labeled molecule sequence. In autoradiography technique, after Southern blotting, the nylon membrane having DNA fragments. Now these are hybridized with radio-labeled probes. Now these radio-labeled probes can be transferred on a film. Now in that film, the DNA fragment sequence can be detected by autoradiography. Now it forms a film. The DNA fragments with a particular sequence present in nylon membrane that can be detected with the help of autoradiography. During this technique, after detecting the sequence of DNA fragment, it can form an X-ray film. Now it is called autoradiogram. This autoradiogram, it is more unique to every person like fingerprinting. Now let us discuss the steps involved in DNA fingerprinting. In DNA fingerprinting, first we have to select some samples. The samples in the form of blood cells, spermatozoa, hair follicle cells and skin cells. Along with that, bone and saliva also we can take as a sample. If the sample is very limited, that sensitivity can be increased with PCR technique. Now, from these samples, the nucleus having DNA, then DNA is isolated from the nucleus, then the DNA it is subjected to restriction enzymes. After treating with restriction enzymes, the DNA molecule can be broken into many fragments. Now these DNA fragments can easily separate with the help of gel electrophoresis technique. After completion of this gel electrophoresis, the DNA fragments can settle on gel piece at different locations and form thick bands. Now it indicates their size also. Now the DNA fragments which are present in gel piece, the number can be multiplied with the help of PCR technique. After increasing the number of DNA fragments, now these DNA fragments are treated with alkaline chemicals. These alkaline chemicals it helps to separate the DNA two strands. After separation of two DNA strands of each DNA fragment, now with the help of Southern blotting technique, one of the strand now it can be transferred to nylon membrane or nitrocellulose membrane. Now this nitrocellulose membrane or nylon membrane having different DNA fragments with a single strand, then the radioactive probes are treated for hybridization. After hybridization, the radioactive probes having a complementary sequence to a single stranded DNA present in nylon membrane, then the complementary sequences are attached and now they can bind on DNA fragments. This radioactive probe sequence can easily identify by exposing the nylon membrane to X-ray film. Now the X-ray film can detect the locations of these radioactive probes. Now it forms autoradiogram. In this autoradiogram, the DNA fragments are appeared with thick bands. Now it is a technique called autoradiography technique. After completion of this DNA fingerprinting, VNTR copy number it play a major role because the number of VNTRs are vary from one chromosome to another chromosome within an individual. The number of repeats shows high degree of polymorphism. Even within a nucleus, the different chromosomes having different number of repeats. Now the size of this VNTR is varies from 0.1 to 20 kb. After hybridization, the VNTR probes are easily detected with the help of autoradiogram. It gives many bands with a different size. These bands gives a characteristic pattern for an individual DNA like barcodes. It differs from individual to individual within a population, but except in monozygotic twins. The autoradiogram of monozygotic twins is exactly same. The monozygotic twins are formed by dividing a single zygote into two embryos. Now in such cases, only the autoradiogram of a two persons monozygotic twins it is exactly similar. The sensitivity of DNA fingerprinting can be increased with the help of polymerase chain reaction. At the same time, for DNA fingerprinting, the DNA from a single cell it is enough to DNA fingerprinting analysis. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe, like and share my videos to get more information.